I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me. We're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Utopia, you should probably be with us in Iowa. Where's your bowl? It's so overgrown over here. There you go. There's some food. Enjoy. We're back in Montana for the start of today's episode. We got a big harvest to do. You can see Bobby already got everything prepped for us. We're going to get in the harvester, get going. Hopefully we can get a little bit of cash coming in because our semi is in Iowa. So we're not going to be able to move much grain around. So, yeah, money needs to come in, or we might need to just lease something, but we're going to hop right in the harvester, get going today. Going to get this harvest busted out, and I need to get back to Iowa to take care of some weeds. So we're going to be here a couple months in a row to do harvest. So we're going to have the barley fields going today, and next month we have to do oats and wheat. Let's see if we can get lined up here. Improve that a little bit. There we go. Maybe not. Let's get that lowered, and I think we're ready to get started here. Do a couple headlands like normal, and it should be dropping. Yep. Get some nice straw out of this harvest as well. Much needed barley. Gonna have to figure out a way to get this to Iowa to set up the new distilleries there, but we also need cash for that, so we'll probably just put it in our silo here until we figure out that process. Yield seems to be about what we expect normally on this field, so that's good. It means we took care of it properly, and we should be able to get all the way back, if I remember correctly, before unloading. All right, here we are, all filled up. We'll go get the cart. Bobby is not here yet to help. I'm getting an early start before he started his day. Go ahead and shut off the tractor here, let it unload, and yeah, we're gonna have to get a hold of somebody pretty quick. I was hoping to get the 9 o'clock sales in to see what kind of money it brought in before we decide if we're leasing or buying a new semi. But if I remember right, we can get 2 loads into this Killsboro auger wagon before we actually have to unload it, so we should be okay for a little bit longer. Let's get back at it here, finish this headland, and then we'll go up to the right again and do at least one more end row up there to make it easier to turn around, and then we'll start the back and forths. It's nice to be harvesting again. Row number 2, or headland number 2. All right, another hopper full. Let's go ahead and move the crane cart around. There we go, and yeah, it's almost gonna fill it up, so let's go ahead and open our tablet here and take a look at the store. Gosh, really not anything we can afford. Nothing used. Oh man, for a couple months, we might have to lease something here. Well, we got this leased. Where's our grain trailer? There it is. Oh, header's in the way. This about right here should do. Let's see if that works. Very nice. All right, so let's hop in here because we probably think we have to pull forward. Got the harvester all emptied out. Yeah, that one's full. That's right. This isn't the most efficient setup. That will do. We can get back to harvesting as that's finished up, and we'll have to get that dropped off at the silo pretty quick here. Would be nice if our help would show up, but gave Bobby a little bit of extra time off since I'm in town. Get lined up here and start going up and down, and I'm hoping we always have the auger out when we fill up, but we'll find out in a few. We're gonna get this whole pass here? Let's see. We are, it looks like. So we'll stop right here. We'll bring the carts over and get that unloaded. Pretty good yield so far. Very happy with the outcome, and we keep leaving those on. That is not safe. Bobby is finally here to help. I'm gonna get the semi full here, take it over to the bins, drop it off, and then come back, and hopefully Bobby's not waiting for us and get this done quick enough. All right, let's get this unloaded here at our silo. I always want to be able to try to do both of these at the same time, but it doesn't seem to let me on this mod. Unfortunate. There we go, get the second one unloaded. We can just open this back up though, there's no weather. And we don't quite need this yet, so we'll run back over to the grain cart. Oh, we just missed them. It's not looking very close to being full, so they might get back and turn around. We're hoping. Gives us a little time to run back and get the semi over here. Pretty good timing. No stopping this harvest. Beautiful. Love the teamwork. This looks so nice. I love the way it looks. Cruising along with them. The pedal makes it so much easier too now that I'm using the steering wheel. Great move moving back to that. All right, that should give them plenty of capacity to keep going. Let's go ahead and dump this off at the semi. Done with the first field. Let's see if all this will fit in the semi. Be nice if we got more than 2 semis full here. Lots of whiskey. This is gonna turn into a lot of whiskey. Don't hit the semi. Oh, of course I hit the semi. There we go. It should all fit. And then we'll get started on the second field. Do the headland. get it ready for Bobby to take over. I think it was wise to have all these crops in the same cycle so we can take care of all the harvesting, or as much harvesting as possible in 1 month, so we don't have to have 6 months of harvesting here in Montana and go back and forth. It's going to be a lot of airfare that's going to cost us to go back and forth to take care of both these farms, but long term, I have a feeling very soon we're going to start seeing this dollar amount start increasing instead of just constantly spending money. We have a little bit left to buy in Iowa, but we're getting close to getting to the point where we're saving money for the productions we want to buy and not just equipment. Very, very exciting. What we're gonna do, there's a good amount of room to turn around here and on the other end where the road is. So I think we'll just take a couple end rows off right here, and then we'll start going north and south, or east and west, sorry, that direction, to get done with this harvest. And we should be able to do these end rows and potentially get back before being full. Maybe not. Didn't quite make it all the way back, so we'll get this set up for the auger wagon to come over and unload. Slide on under here, and that should get us back to harvesting real quick. That'll also mean we get the semi all full, and we can unload that again. It'll be our second load of the semi, and we might get 3, maybe 4 complete loads of that. I have to talk to some shipping companies and see how much it would cost to ship a bunch of barley on a train to Iowa, or we can get more productions here. Yeah, just not sure how I want to do that yet, but we'll get this going, hand it off to Bobby, and we'll bring this on over to get unloaded and start finishing up this harvest. Silly, we're on the wrong side. All right, load number 2 getting dropped off here. Gosh, how many liters do we have right now? 110,000 plus what's in here. Ooh, it's a lot of whiskey. Thinking about it, I think this is the first time we've harvested this as barley. I think it was, I can't remember what it was last season when we purchased it, but this field is much larger. Field 2 is much larger than field 3. So we're gonna get, I'm guessing, we almost have the semi full for its third load. I'm guessing we're gonna get maybe 2 more loads out of that. At least 1 more. Yeah, we need to get a lot more efficient at making whiskey. Otherwise, this barley is just going to go bad before we use it. Should be enough to fill up the semi. We'll let the harvester keep going. Should have plenty of time to get this all unloaded and back before we have to stop. Yeah, we should be well over 200,000 liters when we're all said and done today. Pretty good timing. We'll be able to turn right around and help them unload before they get full. Sure, Bobby will appreciate not having to stop. I think we're just going to get the 3 and a little bit of extra, but that's okay. We've got a little bit left to do. Bobby's busting it out real quick. We're almost done with day 1 of our summer harvest in Montana. And this should top off the semi one more time, and then the rest we'll put in the semi just to put it in the silo because we're having problems with this auger wagon and our silo combination for some reason on this map. Yeah, I filled it up. All right, let's hop back in. Oh, man, that's so much barley. And unloading. Yeah, well over 200,000 now after this goes in here. Won't get quite to 300. We're gonna have to start doing some calculations to see what we can process a year and go from there on figuring out exactly how many productions we need and how much barley we want to produce a year. I want to get real efficient with this, and I want to be a millionaire. I want that money to always be $1 million no matter what we have to buy. Multiple millions. Go ahead and get that unloaded, and then we'll head on over to the harvester and get the rest of the barley from there. Oh, you're not done? Why did you stop? Sometimes you just gotta do things yourself. Now the harvest is finished. Let's see if we're close enough here. Yep, should be good. Now we just really need to clean this before we use it next month, so we will take the header back over to the header trailer, drop that off, take it over to the spray location, and I'll let that get all set up for Bobby to take care of later this evening, and then we'll get the other carts put away as well. Get all hooked up here. Perfect. So if I remember right, the oats is just going to be pure profit. Let's double check the production. Yep, so the oat field's gonna be pure profit. Basically all 3 of the fields that we're looking at to our left are gonna be for pure profit, which is definitely gonna help buy the equipment. Most of them should be harvested before we harvest soybeans and need to get harvesters in Iowa. I'm hoping I'm remembering that correctly because I want a lot of money for that harvester. I'm gonna top this off with fuel too while we're thinking about it. Should be good. Oh, I swear I put those away. I must not have hit save after I put those away. Okay, so we'll put that there. Go back to the semi. Get another 11,000 liters dropped off at the silo. Need to get a hold of that transportation company though. See about moving a ton of barley to Iowa. But there's no rush on that because we don't have the productions yet in time. Got to be patient. Let's see what our grand total is now in capacity, 235,000. Pretty nice. Take this over to the washing bay as well. And we need to get on a plane and get back to Iowa. Gonna be a quick turnaround. Gotta go get some weed control taken care of, and then we'll be quickly turning back around and coming here. But I do think Bobby has a little bit of work to do the rest of the month in June here, so we will be back witnessing that. I'm gonna go pack my bags, head to the airport. I'll see you in Iowa. We're back in Iowa for what I'm hoping is a very quick turnaround to get back to Montana because we have more harvesting to do in July. We're gonna have to get a tractor set up to this sprayer, spray some weeds. Still don't understand what happened to this liquid fertilizer. It must have a mod conflict or something. But let's go ahead. I think we'll grab, oh, we want to do the row crop tires. So let's go in here. We'll open up this garage and get started if I can find the button. More liquid fertilizer in here, so we will have to unload that. And we'll get, let's do 2 things of herbicide. Then filled up here, and we will get out to the big field and start spraying. And I think we want to take care of some of those weeds that we neglected, that the worker didn't do a good job on for us. Let's see, can we reach? No, we got to get a little closer. There we go. Our 4,000 liters, we'll see how far that gets us. I don't want to overbuy because I just don't want to. You know, why would we do that? Let's go ahead and open it up, and I will get GPS set up because actually, let's go. We're gonna start in it's a 45-degree angle, right? Should just save the course, but let's go ahead and drive on down to the area. Oh, let's not drive on the crops. Let's do this a little more intelligently. There we go. And I'm hitting left, Alt, and L to bring up these guidelines. If you used GPS before and you haven't seen that, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get over here as close as possible, and I'll probably reline up my first row because this one probably will not be lined up good. Yeah, so it's not lined up very well. So let's go ahead and open up. But if we're right here and we hit Alt Home, left Alt Home, and hit the gas a little bit, that gets us a little closer. I'm gonna loop around and try to do an even better job here, especially now that I have it unfolded. It gives me a better opportunity for approaching, and my dogs are gonna attack somebody, it sounds like. Oh, look at that, that's perfect, but it didn't want to lock in place. So let's go check on what the dog's barking. Okay, let's get this started. Why did I not come back here and plant that area? Well, that's unfortunate, a little bit of loss there, but I think this is definitely one of the areas that we're going to cultivate together. I don't see any purpose to this little spot being separate. Try to respect a little bit of the field design from the modder DR modding, but at the same time, I think it's a little aggressive. And oh my goodness, we're missing. I thought it was lined up perfect. 12 miles an hour is the recommended override for the real-time mod here, so we're gonna do that. And same thing as before, we're probably gonna get stuck here. We'll have to back out. Just really taking advantage of every opportunity to plant crops back here, and really messes up the type of implements you can use. Interesting design. I do love it. I do love fields that are shaped like this because it makes it a lot more challenging and enjoyable, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and shut that off, and we're gonna have to turn around here. There we go. Now we're out. Let's go ahead and open it back up, and we will. I'm gonna take care of that little spot that we missed. It's gonna waste some material, but it's safer to waste the material than to drive on the train tracks. So we'll grab right here, and we'll just hang over a little bit into the grass and finish up that line. Make sure we're only going 13 or 12 miles an hour here, and try to bust this field out as quick as possible so we can get back to Montana. I do want to start kind of looking at some plans for where I want to put productions long term too, while we're here in June. So that'll be a little bit of what we do after this before heading back to Montana. So it wasn't completely a wasted trip where I could have just paid someone to spray this. I do want to do a little bit of planning myself while we're here. All right, row 2 here. Kind of a shame how much we missed planting. I think we do want to get another seeder to kind of help us with some of these areas. Some of these tougher areas to get with the Seed Hawk. Oh, we almost didn't turn in time. And just a little area that we missed that we're finishing up. Boy, not much commentary during that. This is pressing my limits. I love it. Somebody tell me another YouTuber or a video of somebody harvesting this field. I want to see it. I want to see it. This is all done. We do want to come back over here, and there was a few on the corn fields that I did want to clean up as well. We don't want to hurt our yield with that. So let's head on over there, and I believe what the big area is right in front of us here. And should be clear of the tree. That's sprayed, and then right here, just some of these corners that the worker just did not take care of for us. I think this is the last big area here. The other ones are right on the edge of the... Oh yeah, I can see a lot there. Never mind. We'll go get those two. We'll go get those two. Here we go. Loop around, get a couple here on the edge, and head back. Check our map again. Yeah, there was some we could see. Let's go get them. And that's like a bush in the field. What is going on there? That's a big weed. I think that will wrap up the spraying for this year in Iowa. Let's get off the field as quick as possible here. Try not to damage too much corn. Pull in right here so we can get this thing washed up. We have room. All right, walk around this way. There we go. Hose, get it sprayed down. Taking care of our equipment. All set there. Let's go ahead and get this closed for now. Oh, this needs closed as well. So a couple areas that we wanted to take a look at for possible productions. One is over here. You know, I kind of look at both these buildings as a tandem here. Like, we can't drive any tractors under here, and we're not going to store any hay or straw. And this, if we get cows, we could do it somewhere else, but we need this land. I think we need all of this land for the productions, because I was looking at our map and this little cutout down here is not our property. See here, we would have to buy this property as well as 47. Well, there's a house there, but there's nothing on 49. And for $23,000, I don't know if it's worth it when we have the money or space here. So I could look at finding somebody that would like to tear down this barn. Can't really leverage this concrete. Like, that's just gonna have to get bulldozed down. But the siding, the roof, some of the wood in here definitely could get used. The materials in here too, and the machines. We could get this door. There we go. All of this stuff is definitely worth a good amount of money that we could sell. It was super bonus, but you know, like I said, we're not gonna be having cows anytime soon. We got a lot of other priorities to really take care of, and this alone's an expensive piece of machinery, so we'll see. There's things to think about. I gotta, you know, maybe I'll put some ad out to see if anybody is interested in buying the fences and the troughs out there, and in this barn as well. You know, relocating buildings is a real thing, so we'll see. But I think now let's go get another plane booked, and it's time to head back to Montana.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time. Dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way.
Well, Bobby's gotten all the baling taken care of here in Montana before June ended. Go ahead and get this put away and then get the trailer out. And we're going to go ahead and get those sold before we rest. We should have enough time to get over to the shops before they close. And then I was wrong. The wheat will not be ready. Yeah, the canola and the oats should be the ones that are ready for next month. So we'll be getting back. We're, as this is happening, heading to the airport and heading back to Montana to help with harvest. So we'll go ahead and put this back over here to get cleaned again, but get the trailer so we can keep progressing. It's always a mystery to find these things. All right, first load all full. Let's go ahead and head over to the animal dealer and get these sold. And some nice extra cash coming in right about now. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got it. 22,000 plus 6 more bales. Another almost 8,000. About 30,000 there. Definitely gonna drive us towards having enough money for a nice harvester in Ohio. It's not Ohio, Iowa. And load number 2 there, $29,905. And then there was 3. Price is going up. I thought I was driving better with the steering wheel. And the last load, let's go get our grand total for the night before we rest and make it July. Another 11 grand. Very, 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 very exciting. How many berries? Taking a quick look at the productions right now. Everything's looking good. Yeast is getting low. We need to put a little bit more yeast in there. That one's like that. That's normal. Water's good. Wood is low. Wool's good. I think we're gonna sell the wood. Grapes are good. Yeast, all right. So we need to move a little bit of yeast around as well as cut down a couple trees, and then we can make it July. But let's go ahead and sell the wool first. And while we're at it, we might as well sell the eggs. Good old Hoots place. Still wondering if they're under investigation or not. It's such a strange business here. And that gets us above the 200,000 mark. And counting. $205,000 is our total before sleeping. All right, just move a little bit of yeast and wood. Cut down some trees. That'll take us into the night. So we will do that off camera. I will see you in July. We are back on the farm in Montana. Time to take care of this canola field first. And then I think, yeah, it looks like our oats are ready as well. So we'll go ahead and get the harvester all set up and get started. Another exciting harvest. We get the tractor over here for the grain cart and get all that stuff set up as well. Don't bring that with us. And might as well just get started right here into the field. And this should not drop. Yeah, it doesn't have any straw to drop. But again, this is gonna be pure profit here. We don't have any use for this crop. We wanted to plant it for something different to harvest and just make some money. Looks like lots of wood chips to move around. Bobby's been slacking on that. Maybe we'll get that done in between harvests. Finally remembered that I wanted to add unit convert to this playthrough, so we got that going. And it also shows on the extra vehicle HUD, or the HUD extensions as well, we can see we're getting 131.5 bushels an acre. Very nice. Not sure what a good amount is on here, but we're gonna say that's pretty good. I know we're getting like 98% yield bonus, so should be good. And a little over 50% full, so we should be good because we did cut some of that first end row. Should be able to get all the way back and then get the tractor all prepared and unload. Yeah, about 85%. We'll go ahead and go over here and get Bobby all set up, and then we'll get the tractor onto the gravity or the auger wagon, and then get the semi prepped as well, so we can sell these right away. And we're holding up harvest. Let's get up there and get this unloaded. Decent sized field, shouldn't take too much longer now that both of us are working at it. Here we go. Looks like we're at 408 bushels so far. Go ahead and take this over here, get it prepped for the next pass, and run and get the semi at the same time. So this should be enough to fill up the semi. We will not get 2 loads, but I'm not sure how much money we'll make off the first one, so we'll see. 131 bushels per acre. Still pretty good, I think. So we'll get to the end of this row, get as much as possible, fill up the semi, go sell the first load. Well, just 25 bushels left. So let's go ahead and get in the semi and head into town. I believe we're going to a sales location we really haven't used before. 1,155 bushels. Pretty awesome. Guess we pull into the weigh station first here. All right, get our number there written down by the workers. And I don't know where this goes. Let's see if we can find it. I have all the indicators turned on, but I don't see anything helping us. I don't think it goes in here. It'd be strange. Do I have them all turned on? Info, triggers, interesting. So I feel like I've done this early on in the playthrough and we couldn't figure it out. I know you could put silage here. I can't imagine. Let's just go to Hoot's place. I'm not sure. We're gonna lose about $4 per bushel, 4 grand. We can get 100,000, maybe 150,000 out of this would be amazing. 76,000 so far. Wow, for half of it. Yeah, 160,000. Nice. 150,000. And we're not done. Let's go back and get back to work and see about unloading that harvester, which is hopefully getting close to being full. There's the 80% warning. We made it just in time. But I wish it was more full. Wish it was yielding a little better. Yeah, another 400 bushels about. We'll take it. So this should be, I mean, hopefully we'll fill up at least one of these hoppers in this trailer. I think we will. So another 76,000 about. Yeah, that puts it close. Probably another 200 bushels are needed there. About 150. All right, well, that harvest is done. 139 more bushels. We'll see. It should fill up the one hopper, but we will get that unloaded and move the harvester over, get Bobby started on the oats. And that'll be another crop we've never done before. And no use for that either, I don't believe, in the production. Oh, it all fit. All right, so let's go ahead and prep this for the next field. We'll leave that right there for now. Shut her on off. We're gonna leave this right here for now because we are gonna head on over to, well, the wood chips and get those moved over to make some cash on that. I'm thinking that's gonna be close to 50, if not $100,000 sitting there. Yeah, so my next purchase I think is gonna be a joystick, so I don't have to do this part with a mouse. I think it'll be much more enjoyable. Gosh, yeah, it seems like a lot of chips here. There's one full, and it's making me wonder if we should take some to, yeah, let's do, if we can get 2 buckets in here and then the leftover we'll take to the distillery. There we go. Oh, too high. And we're full again. Just drive over those. You know, I think we're okay wood chips wise. We still had, let's check. Yeah, wood chips are in the green, so let's go ahead and we'll just make all the money possible. We are gonna need a lot of cash for harvesters and headers in Iowa. I think 3 loads should be pretty good for now. We'll clean up the rest later. Time to get back to harvesting. Take it back. Since this is a crop we've never done before, I do want to start that harvest myself. I was gonna have Bobby get going on it, but let's go sell this, see what we got. And we'll get back and we'll start that harvest ourselves. And the money's flowing in. We're gonna, yeah, be over the $500,000 mark, which is perfect. 71,000. Start harvesting these oats. Hope it brings in another 100,000 plus. And then those wood chips are definitely gonna help here at the 12 o'clock hour. We should see that click over and give us a good amount of money. I have not looked into the cost of the harvester I believe we're gonna need close to $1 million for it though. I'm keeping this lease in mind. We're at 1.7 hours. We're probably gonna hit another lease fee here. Might be time to buy another diesel. Good place to park this is gonna be right over here for now. And we'll move it later, but that should work. Go ahead and shut it off so the hours don't keep ticking up. And let's see about getting this harvest started. We'll hop up here, get on in. 128.6 bushels an acre. Is it gonna keep going up? It's like, maybe we'll get 129. There it is. All right, 129 so far, and climbing a little bit. 12 o'clock hour ticked over, and we're now at 170,000. That's, or $570,000. Let's see if that all did. This should have all got. Yeah, it all did get sold. All right, another 70 grand or so. Forgot what the total was before that. It might have only been about 50, but we'll still take it. It looks like we settled in at 129.2 bushels an acre. All right, that's how far we got. We got 1 complete headland and a little bit of the second one. Get the grain cart over here and get it unloaded. And do your stuff, Bobby. Well, this should be enough to get us our first load in the semi. So let's go over here and fill it up and go sell it at Hoot's place. Well, maybe it won't be. Oh, not quite enough. Let's keep collecting. All right, if I'm doing my math right, this should be plenty to fill it up now. And we should also have enough room in the harvester to finish harvest if we don't get back in time. It wasn't enough. We're gonna sell anyways. 99%, yeah, we're gonna sell. Top covered, head on into town. Don't think we'll quite get that 100,000 I was hoping for this. I didn't even check the prices. We'll get over 100,000. Pretty awesome. All right, money for the oats coming in. 68,000. Nice, we'll get about 130. 134,000, 136,000. Math's hard. We are at $713,000. We're getting really close to where we need to be for that harvester. And I figured we'd get we can go fast enough the last load with the semi here. It's a little bit to get, just a last little skinny pass. Hoping to get about 400 bushels here. Don't get it in the back. There we go. But we'll probably be lucky to get 300. Hard to keep the speed with this thing. There we go. Maybe, nope. Yeah, 300 is probably gonna be about all we get. And they shut off. Is there some in there still? Nope, it is empty. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and sell this 298 bushels. And the last of the oats getting sold. Close to 750. All right. And we will need this for the wheat and black bean harvest, which is going to be in August. So we're gonna go put this away. One more month of leasing. So we're gonna get over that 2 hours anyways and get that. Oh! Extra fee. Could cut the grass as well. We got a lot to do still in July though. We are in Montana, and if you've been following this series, you know that's a light pole. That's the last opportunity that we have to plant barley in Montana, so we're going to have to get busy here in the next couple hours getting these fields prepped and planted. It's going to be a late night, but that'll be a story for next episode. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in Montana in this episode and the next one, and we have 0.2 bushels. Whoops. Yeah, a lot of time in Montana, and then once fall hits, it's gonna really be all Iowa. Exciting. I'm enjoying this 2-map series now, and nice mix up for us to change things up. But we're gonna transform these fields a little bit next episode. Black Mountain, Montana is gonna look a little different when we get done. I'm Socksway Up. I'll catch you on the next episode.